it, Sarah. All day. Hell yeah.
Arm wrestling's about to take place.
Yeah. Match that was just announced. Also, you pulled both of these guys, so I want to get your take on that. And that is Chance Shaw pulling Toddzilla in April. What's your whole thoughts on that match?
I think it's not good. Todd's a bad dude. There ain't no way around it. I mean, if Chance wants to pull him to see where his level's at, I totally get it. I mean, I wouldn't, if they asked me to pull him again in 6 months or 3 months or whatever, I'd be all for it. But it's got to be there's a chance that he could try to go around it, but even with his hand busted back, a really prepped up Todd is going to be tough for anybody that's not in the top 2 or 3 right now.
Now, what about you and Chance? I feel like Chance has kind of been like dodging you in a way. So how do you feel about that?
I don't. It's if he wanted to pull and somebody wanted to make it happen, I'd be in, but I'm not gonna beg somebody to pull me. And the only thing that bothered me was that he made it seem like in some posts that it was wrong for me to assume that I was better than him based upon us having similar wins, when I feel like what I said was accurate and was extremely willing to prove it if need be. The only thing I think he did wrong was if I wasn't willing to pull somebody, I probably just wouldn't say anything.
Yeah,
if I was going to call it, if I was going to talk some trash about Dave Chafee, I'd have to be mentally willing to pull Dave Chafee, and that's I feel like I know how that's going to go. So
now, with Chance being number 8 and you being number 6, I think that would be a really good match. Also, I'm kind of a little skeptical with him pulling up the Toddzilla. I don't think he's quite on that level. But, with all the chatter in the community and all, I definitely would love to see a match between you and Chance Shaw. And I definitely think with the ranking numbers, that would work out to be a very good match.
Yeah, I think that Chance, he spoke to a few of us and made it sound like whenever he pulled Wayne, maybe he wasn't at 100. I feel like him and Wayne, I feel like that's a given. They need to have a legit prepped match. Obviously, Chance has more important things going on at this moment, but, Wayne, I'd gladly pull him. Wayne, I feel like he probably should pull Robbie at some point since he lost to Robbie. If Robbie
just to clarify for everybody who you're talking about, it's Robbie Burnett out of Texas, correct?
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of good matches out there for Chance right now.
And as far as the Wayne Withers versus Chance Shaw, I believe they met up at the Olympia this year in Orlando. I believe they were in a tournament. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Wayne got the win that time. Is that correct?
Yeah, he did for sure.
So,
definitely no slouch. Obviously, he's proved, time and time again. Obviously, he has some struggles with somebody that can turn him inside, but all those guys coming up that are great top rollers, I feel like until they beat Wayne,
Now, how do you feel about Chance? He's currently in Sweden. He's doing, I think, 2.5 months there. And he's just traveling around and he's training with all the different Swedish teams out there, preparing for the Toddzilla match. Do you think that's a good idea, or do you think that's something that could possibly hurt him not being home around his normal training partners?
I would say what he's doing is very neat. He's young. He doesn't have kids or, and I guess he's probably debt free right now and able to just kind of do as he pleases, I would say do whatever you want to do right now before, you have a mortgage and children and all that stuff. And it's a little more hindered. I think what he's doing is neat. I commend him for it.
But as far as getting the opportunity to pull somebody as high up as Toddzilla, do you think it is the smartest move, though? Do you think you could peak out being not home and being in your home environment, or it really doesn't matter?
I think that all is on the person. I mean, obviously, Devin's done that for years, and it worked great for him. Other people, it might not work as good for, maybe, but as long as he's pulling people at a high level, I couldn't imagine it hurting him unless he actually got hurt somehow.